allegedly stepped up to Katt over the words he dropped.
And look at her. You can see, like, I know this camera's bad, but you see that little smile on her face? She happy that that's happening right there. She's happy. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about Katt Williams and Wanda Smith. It's going to be a crazy one. First, we're going to have him talking about how she ruined her own career. Without further ado, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And let's get into it. And I'm always put the original people's ats in the description down below. So if y'all want to check their channel out, go ahead and do it.
But this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in?
6 years after that viral moment between Katt Williams and Wanda Smith, Katt is setting the record straight.
Like, that's like saying that you're friends with fat people. You think fat people look good. You think they look cool, and then you're shaming them for being fat. You know what I'm saying? So, or either like you calling somebody fat and laughing at them and making it into an insult. That's how that looks.
On what really went down and why Wanda got fired and canceled after he roasted her on air. Back in 2018, Katt appeared on Wanda's morning radio show, and the interview will go down in history as one of the most impeccably executed verbal takedowns in the comedy world. But this situation has another, much more serious side, because Wanda was so offended by Katt roasting her on air on her show that she allegedly tried to set him up to get by her own husband. What's crazy is that back then, this incident didn't get a lot of media attention, and people just chalked it up to Katt's wild persona. But Katt is now spilling more tea on how Wanda tried to set him up, and fans are saying that if Wanda really did what Katt is claiming, then she should be in handcuffs right now.
They tried to kill me this same weekend, not in jokes, with a real in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians. What do you mean?
As you all know by now, Katt Williams pulled up to Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast earlier this month, and he went all out, spilling the tea on some of the heavyweights in black comedy. And about an hour deep into the convo, Shannon asked him about his 2018 sit-down on V103's Frank and Wanda in the Morning, a hot Atlanta radio show where things got awkward really quickly with Katt and the former host Wanda Smith. It was a whole verbal showdown, takedown, extravaganza, and blew up on the socials like wildfire. Now, Katt and Wanda each told different versions of what went down behind the scenes before and after the interview. But before we get into that, let's get the facts out of the way first. Back in September of 2018, Katt made a memorable appearance on Wanda Smith's morning radio gig, where she held it down with the dynamic duo.
I ain't gonna lie, in this interview, bro, he talked his shit on this one. I say it every time this shit's mentioned. He talked his shit on this one.
Of Frank Ski and Joe Miss Sophia McIntosh. During his visit, Katt wasn't flying solo. He brought along his fellow comedian Red Grant, who was gearing up to drop some comedic wisdom on the Atlanta crowd with a series of shows slated for the upcoming weekend. The entire 20-minute exchange was uploaded on YouTube, and it quickly skyrocketed to viral stardom, securing its place as V103's most watched clip to date. Now, the interview started off well until Katt brought up Tiffany Haddish. He said just because you got a special on Netflix doesn't mean you can actually write jokes. Katt highlighted that Tiffany scored that Netflix deal without even hitting the road on a tour. And even though she's been in the comedy game for over 2 decades, nobody can point out a single original joke she's penned.
Yeah, I can't even think of one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna try right now. I'd be capping if I tried to.
Got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes.
Katt went on to say how it's wild that other skilled black women comedians always get shut out by these big media companies. But the way they keep boosting Tiffany, you'd swear she's the most talented out there. And according to Katt, it's all because Tiffany was chosen by the big shots as the safe pick to appeal to white audiences.
And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. That's just a fact.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie.
Yes, ma'am. The one with with three of our greatest black actresses in it. You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying, Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live model.
Now, keep in mind that when Katt talks about comedic skills, he's talking about the ability to put together jokes and not just spit them out. He made it clear that it's straight up nonsense that Tiffany got ranked higher than many other talented black women comedians who really craft their own comedy material.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
They like?
They love real
because everybody's real then.
And who came way before she did. And while Wanda insisted that Tiffany blew up because she's real, Katt shut that down, saying it's not about being real. According to him, Tiffany was crowned as the face of black women comedy because, number 1, she spills about being with white dudes, and 2, she's light-skinned. You could sense Katt wasn't vibing with Wanda at all. But then Wanda took it up a notch by throwing some shade and asking a random question about Katt cooking.
Yeah, this is when it gets dark right here.
For his kids. And as if that wasn't enough, she proceeded to grill him on the specific dishes he makes up for his little ones. And almost.
And she go talking about she made broccoli. Bitch, I can make broccoli. I mean, I can make broccoli when I was 5. What are you talking about?
Almost instantly,
broccoli.
The interview took a turn with Katt absolutely destroying Wanda with one put down after another. He labeled her a poor interviewer, checked her for interrupting him, and then proceeded to roast her to a crisp.
That's dope.
Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti.
I ain't gonna lie, I know y'all saw his face. Like, his face just had like pure disgust on it when she was just talking to me. Like what are you talking to me for?
You got the best steak. What do you have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make whatever is necessary.
I
with
said
7,
what they like.
Excuse me.
I said what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
You answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let everybody know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July.
That's right, kissable lip.
Now, despite the heated moment, the two managed to chuckle it off. And for a minute, it seemed like everything was fine. But then Katt asked Wanda about her kids. And before you knew it, the interview turned into a whole comedy special.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows
I'm what?
she didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that she
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Broccoli and baked chicken. Those are the most 2 effortless things to make.
Hey, right now look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water? That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water?
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn.
What I do with corn.
I get it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarans. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarans on my
Great
corn.
cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
And all Wanda could come up with was to bring up Katt's past.
And she gonna bring up his jail part right here. This part here is just unnecessary, honestly.
run-ins with the law and his hair, which quickly backfired on her.
Telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, ain't getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it. Is he crazy?
And hurry up and get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long, and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled
What,
fingers
here.
while you on air,
What, come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay? Are you all right this
Only
morning?
one of our
You all
hands
right this
moving
morning?
while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
Near the end of the interview, Wanda made another offhanded remark about Katt's hair, calling him Lil Mama.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's
Damn.
You
okay.
big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
okay. Calm
No.
down, calm down,
Only one of us has
calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
no, $12.
That all is
$12
available.
boots,
If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to
Go
Citgo.
Go
Quick Trip at any point.
Come get
If you buy
Cat.
2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
So they go to
Show starts
Citgo.
at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17.
Go,
Please come on down.
Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can
Yeah.
hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't
Yeah,
repeat your
and
jokes,
I'm
Fresh
looking at it
Comic.
again.
All right, go ahead. Just hold on.
But she was powerless.
Straight up, bro.
And he humbled
Bro, straight up cooked her, bro.
her very quickly. But see,
Cooked her.
that was the end because Wanda just couldn't get over Katt humiliating her on air. And she reportedly sent her husband and sons after him. And the husband allegedly pulled up with a whole gun. The incident took place on September 15th, 2018, outside Atlanta Comedy Theater, where Wanda was hosting a comedy night. Out
Yeah, I remember seeing this in a video. Yeah, that's Wanda right there.
in the venue's parking lot, Wanda's husband, Lamoris Sellers, allegedly stepped
Yep.
up to Katt over the words he dropped.
And look at her. Right? You can see, like, I know this camera's bad, but you see that little smile on her face? She happy that that's happening right there. She's happy.
Dropped about Wanda and brandished a weapon. The security footage that later leaked showed Katt exchanging some words with Wanda before her husband started chasing after him. Now, according to the police report, Wanda's husband admitted to there being a heated exchange of words, but he was quick to deny any talk of him pulling out a weapon on Katt, and he told the police that he accidentally dropped his piece while running. As for Wanda, she addressed the incident days later on her radio show, claiming that the scuffle between her husband and Katt kicked off when Katt supposedly started dissing her completely unprovoked. But fast forward a couple days to September 19th, and TMZ dropped new security footage that showed Wanda's husband holding a gun in his hand and chasing Katt straight into a nearby grocery store. Now here's the twist. The video didn't show Sellers pointing the firearm directly at Katt, so he once again denied going after Katt to shoot him. But the fallout from that interview didn't end there, because in January 2019, months after the segment with Katt roasting Wanda went viral,
That's crazy.
the Katt to shoot him. But the fallout from that interview didn't end there, because in January 2019, months after the segment with Katt roasting Wanda went viral, Wanda was fired from V103 Atlanta. The reason behind her getting the boot wasn't officially revealed to the public.
The thing just gets me about I don't like how I don't like how she was smiling and that shit, bro. While that whole thing was going down. Like, that ain't cool, bro.
But a lot of folks think it was tied to Wanda's Lil Mama remarks and how she seemingly tried to emasculate Katt on the airwaves in Atlanta, of all places, a city known for its black gay men community. And now Katt is finally setting the record straight on this situation. And he told Shannon Sharpe that Wanda said something to him before the interview that set the whole thing off. According to Katt, Wanda told him before they went on air that she wouldn't ask about his kids or his personal life, but then flipped.
Yeah, and they flipped the whole script, bro. And just went straight into it. I'll be pissed off too. Like, imagine you had some shit going on where you like fighting a case or something, bro. And you say, I'll do an interview, but I don't want you to talk about what I got going on in my real life. And then out of nowhere, boom. So let's talk about this right here. That shooting that happened last week. You know, I wouldn't be in no situation like that, but I'm just using that as an example. You'd be pretty pissed off too, you know what I'm saying?
On him.
Or you just lost your kids or something, you know, and yeah.
The moment Katt checked her over that whole Tiffany Haddish narrative.
I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I gotta call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me.
Katt said that Wanda tried to humiliate him in front of her homosexual fan base and claimed that's the reason she got fired and pretty much disappeared from the spotlight.
In front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. Yeah. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there. But I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
Katt claimed that the whole thing was a setup, and he referenced that incident with Wanda's husband, saying they actually tried to kill him.
That she had done to my fellow comedians until afterwards.
Because I was just about to say to you, he literally just, he exposed that whole interview in this interview right here. Like, he exposed that the camera scene that we seen of them chasing after him. He said that they actually tried to kill him.
Just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a hole on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
Needless to say, most fans are taking Katt's side, and it looks like no one really has any sympathy for Wanda after that mess she pulled with her husband. One fan said her entire plan was to clown Katt. She begged Red to bring him with him to the interview and immediately attempted to blast him on the radio. She tried to use news headlines to clown him, but never checked for facts. Katt hit her with facts. Katt granted her and her husband grace by not pressing charges. The state should have picked the charges up. And someone else added, Wanda owes him an apology for not letting them get charged. She started it and he ended it. But let me know how you feel about this whole Katt versus Wanda Smith situation. Do you think Katt should have pressed charges against Wanda and her husband? Comment down below and then check out this next video.
Hell yeah, he should have pressed charges. I don't know, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this right here and how y'all feel about this one. Other than that, this your boy Ray, signing out. Peace.